Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Horn. This is a show where I talk about a lot of VHS tapes, cult cinema, pop culture, cartoons, comics, movies, games, the writing life, and a bunch of other stuff. For the last two videos, I've been covering bits of my vinyl collection. So I've been talking about some of my favourite albums. This one wasn't in there though. I didn't class it, so I think I've talked about this album enough. This is Trick or Treat soundtrack. But I went through 10 of my favourite vintage metal vinyl albums, 10 of my favourite vintage rock and glam vinyl albums. On this one, this is just more like an epilogue. It's going to be a bit shorter, this one. This is an epilogue to this series where I'm talking about what's in my vinyl collection. I've got some Curios today. It's a mixture of rock, metal, and something else in there as well. So the first one I'm going to bring up, as you may have seen in the thumbnail picture, it's my 12-inch picture disc of Highway to Hell live by AC/DC. Oh yes. This is a great version of a great song. There's nothing else to say about it, and it's just a superb album. So it's from the album AC/DC Live, recorded during the 1990-1991 tour, which dates it around Razor's Edge, I think. And it's Highway to Hell, including the Bonnie intro. So it's 4 minutes 57 version of it, and side 2 is High Voltage, which is 9 minutes 21. An exclusive version to this release. I liked picture discs. I went through a period of picture discs. There's another one in here in a couple of records time. I like them for what they are. They're a curio. They didn't always sound brilliant, just because of the way they've been made, but they just look so cool. One that I do miss that I do remember selling was No More Tears by Ozzy Osbourne, which was on a picture disc as well. And I remember that picture disc being really, really heavy, heavy to hold, not just in sound. So this next one, not the biggest band in the world, not the greatest song in the world. I liked it at the time. It's Nuclear Holiday by Three Colours Red. Now, back in the 90s, Kerrang were going nuts over Three Colours Red. They were the second coming. When it turned out and they put some music out, they were just kind of alright in a sort of sub-Wild Hearts way. But I entered a competition in Kerrang to win a 12-inch single of Nuclear Holiday. And I won it. And this one is signed. So it's signed by the band. But what I found odd about this, what classifies this as a curio for me, is that the vinyl itself, I'll show you, there's Nuclear Holiday, there's the grooves from Nuclear Holiday. On the other side, where the autograph is, it is completely blank. There's my ring light. Phone filming this. So yeah, there's nothing on it. And I don't remember another occurrence where I've seen a completely blank vinyl album. So there's nothing there, nothing at all. So that one was a curiosity. It's got a good song on it there. I like it. It's a nice, straightforward, punky rock song. The same can't be said for this one. It's another picture disc. I will get this out. It is Jet City Woman by Queensryche. And this particular picture disc is indeed in the shape of the Tri-Reich. So I love this. Hold this at the edges because there's so much plastic on it. So the song is in the white section in the middle, if you can see the grooves. But yeah, the white circle, that's where the song is, and the rest of it is just the Tri-Reich. And I just think that looks awesome. It's such a cool logo for them. So I always like Queensryche. Love them now with Todd La Torre. Even like the stuff that Jeff Tate's been doing, his Operation Mindcrime albums, that trilogy. Honestly, give that a chance. That is it's a grower, but definitely well worth the listen. The 3 albums he did with the Operation Mindcrime. So it's Jet City Woman on this side, and on the B side it's Empire live. But this is so cool. This is so cool. I love this. Had this since I think it was 91. I think it was 1991. 1990 side A, 1991 side B. So yeah. Really cool. Sticking with the heavier stuff, one band I'm extremely fond of, because they were one of the top 10 shows I've ever seen in my life. It's Skid Row, and it's of course the original Skid Row with Sebastian Bach on vocals. This inside this rubber sleeve, which is just blank other than the Skid Row logo, is the 12-inch single for Slave to the Grind. So we've got Slave to the Grind on the main side, and on side 2 it's Creepshow and Beggar's Day. And because this has always lived inside this weird rubber sleeve, It's in fantastic condition. So I don't know what possessed them to do this, but at the time it was like, oh, a special cover. This is why I bought so many of the Speculator comics in the 90s with like the die-cast covers, die-cut covers, you know, embossed covers and things, because I'm an absolute sucker for special editions like this. This was really fun, and I love it. I love it to this day. Still don't understand why it's in the sleeve, but hey. So going back to the glam stuff that I showed you in the last episode, I've got one of the big ones. It's Tiger Tales, and it's their song "Living Without You." Now this version is not the one that was on the original, their first album, Young and Crazy, with Stevie James on vocals. It was re-recorded between that album and the second album, Berserk, with the second vocalist, Kim Hooker, on vocals. So yeah, Kim Hooker there on vocals, Jay Pepper on guitar, Ace Bincham on drums, and the late great Pepsi Tate on bass. And this is a great single. Look how vibrant this is. I love the colours, I love the colour scheme, the design on it. So the A side is Living Without You, and the B side is 9 Lives and For a Few Dollars More. So 9 Lives and For a Few Dollars More did show up on other singles they did, but look, look at the image, the hair, the music. It's everything that I wanted at the time, and I love this. Yeah, I know, laugh and point all you want. I loved them at the time, and I really like that single. Now, more serious, more probably a little bit more respectable. I've got here an interesting 12-inch single that's actually more kind of an EP. It is the original release of Enter Sandman by Metallica. There's the snake from the Black Album, Enter Sandman, and there's a hint of the logo in the corner there. Now, on this release, it has Enter Sandman, it has Holier Than Thou, a demo of Holier Than Thou. So, unfinished vocals, unfinished guitar and intro, rough mix, June 2nd, 1991. So, that's cool. That's cool. There's an unfinished mix of Holier Than Thou. There's also their cover of Stone Cold Crazy, which you will have heard elsewhere. And there is the demo, the unproduced demo of Enter Sandman as one of the B-sides. So yeah, we've all heard Enter Sandman. Every rock and metal fan knows Enter Sandman off by heart. But there's a demo of it there, which is rough as heck, honestly. Something else I do really like about this particular single, that it comes in a black sleeve, of course. But the record itself has this on it, this Vertigo symbol. It was Vertigo Records, was it? Yeah, Vertigo Records. So it's got the Vertigo logo on it. So of course, when that spins, it messes with your head, and it's wonderful. Really cool single, that one. I like that. It's strange. I do find it strange the things I've kept hold of. I have no idea what these are worth, but I don't really care because they're kind of precious to me, these ones. So this one, this is not like a weird record or a weird edition or anything, but it is weird to see a Heartland 12-inch single. This is a single of Carrie Ann. So this was Heartland, if you're not familiar with them, are a glorious AOR band fronted by Chris Acey, with one of the greatest voices you could imagine. And this has a the lead song, Carry On, is a really great AOR song. One of those unsung hits. You know, I'm sure we've all got these in our own personal pantheons where we find a song that is just wonderful in every way, and it's like, why does no one know this song? Carry On is one of those for me. It's a fantastic piece of clean-cut, crisp AOR with a great hook to it. Fantastic. But this has also got 3 live tracks on it, recorded from the Town and Country Club. It doesn't say where. So we've got Walking on Ice, which is live. We've got Teach You to Dream and Fight Fire with Fire. And it's a superb 12-inch single. The sound of it is so... It is of its time. It's the back end of AOR being a big thing, and you know, before grunge came in and spoiled everyone's fun. But then it's what really appealed to me. Now the last 2 I'm going to show you here. This is from the heavier end of the spectrum. This is Mordred, Falling Away. Great, like sort of funk metal thing going on here. Reason I love this one. My first coloured vinyl. It's luminous green. Now, drum roll for the last one I'm going to show you on this Curio, and the last one to Curio video, and the last one to finish off my series of these looked through my vinyl collection is... It's Prince Charming by Adam and the Ants. Yeah, not a Curio, but this was the first album I ever owned. The first thing I wanted when I discovered music, I was about 5 years old, and I was fascinated by Adam and the Ants. I loved the image, I loved the attitude, I loved the music, and this was my first album ever. And this is, yeah, Prince Charming. It's got all the classics on that you would expect the album to have, and it has the gatefold cover. I love this gatefold cover. Look at it, it's beautiful. A glorious, glorious thing. So, it's got the sides of the album on there, so of course it's got things like Prince Charming, Five Guns West, That Voodoo, Stand and Deliver, and Ant Rap on it, and Mohawk. I love the Mohawk song on this. This was really cool. But this is really dear to me. I still love the album. Adam and the Ants ruled. That cross between punk and pop, it really got hold of me, and the image was just awesome. And I think that's why I ended up liking glam so much for a long time, and then moved on to like the goth scene with a lot of gloth bands in it as well, with cool image. And this is just really special to me. It talks to me about it speaks to me about those early years. I even once dressed up as Adamant at a talent show on holiday once. I didn't win, but I did get to wear the white stripes. I was really pleased about that. So that is a little look through my vinyl collection. It is limited vinyl collection because I was always more about tapes, because I loved that Walkman life. So there's tapes were my main way I consumed music. I do still have a couple here and there of my my originals, including my first metal album. I think it was my first metal album, which was The Ultimate Sin by Ozzy Osbourne, and I love it dearly. I went through a period of selling off my tapes. I didn't have as many as like VHS, because the VHS collection got crazy. But I did sell off a lot of my tapes when I found out that people were paying money for them, and I needed it at the time. One that I ended up selling, Bolt Thrower's first album, Realm of Chaos, Slaves to Darkness. That was like 41 quid that went for. So if you've got a copy of that lurking around, get that up on eBay. That went well. So yes, thank you for joining me for this little period of indulgence while I went through my vinyl collection. I do really appreciate it. If you like this sort of thing, please do like and subscribe. As I say, I normally do videos on VHS and movies and pop culture and stuff like that, and there is a pretty cool VHS video coming up this weekend, as long as things arrive in the post in time. I hope they do. I'm waiting for one more thing, and then I can show you a really cool haul. So do look out for that on the channel. Please do like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that. I'm not going to tell you to go and hit the notification bell, because God, that gets annoying after a while. So I've done that for so many channels, and my phone is just full of notifications. So I was like, things I won't have the time for. But if you like this stuff, please do join me again for another edition of Planet Hex, and thank you for joining me for this one. It's been really fun to do.